Oh boy. So last time that I was playing Full Boyfriend Holiday Star was immediately after Resident Evil 4, and again, right after Resident Evil 4, I'm moving on to Holiday Star. This time, I'm hopefully going to be slightly more mentally prepared for getting into Reading Zone as opposed to running around in Shooting Zone, but I'm unsure how bad my reading's going to get this time. Oh, no, no, no. Yoko Tasaka. Stop yelling in my ears. Okay. That should be good. Now, to read the stuff that's we missed that, I'm gonna go back to that because I just want to mainly lower the volume because that's always a thing. I don't know if any of the stuff I said just a little bit ago was heard, but I don't care. The volume's back down to reasonable, so it's all good. The Holy Crusade, to which brave warriors flock twice a year. Oh wait, Fallen Chronicles, Absolute Zero. This is the second chapter of Holiday Star, of 4 chapters. The Crimson Angel Judecca descends upon the sacred ground. What will he find there? The laurel crown of glory, or the thorn circlet of despair? What will the fallen angel find through the guidance of the Golden Apostle? Please enter your name. Yoko. Oh, gosh, I always do that. And Saka. Yes, it's fine. She's okay. Is Saka Yoko okay? She's always okay. Ish. Welcome back to you too as well. It's Raquel. It's all good. I'm gonna try reading and end up failing. It's gonna be wonderful. Again. I've lost again. Why? I know who this is speaking, but oh no, I'm gonna have to find a voice for this boy. This boy. This wonderful boy. I love him so much. Why? Why is my beauty of craft not recognized? Why? His research holds no beauty. More reason is not enough. All is meaningless without the sense of an artistic soul. So then, why? Why does this happen? No, if I remain here, my genius will only rot. I cannot allow such a loss to this world. I am done here. I shall find a place where I am valued for what I am. I shall not return here. This affront will not be forgotten. I will have my revenge one day. Consider it punishment for your lack of imagination. Remember then my name. Unlike you, I take pride in the name I carry. You will not find me using some ridiculous alias. I am Tori. Nishikikoji Tori. Ah, my hands are too cold to move. This is last day in the library for the year. Once I put away the returned books and ran down the list of editions, I should be done, but what is with this library? Why can't the big name school at least shell out some decent... Why can't a big name school at least shell out for some decent heating? If you have the energy to be shouting at the bookshelves, you should try writing a petition. Oh, sorry. Was I bothering you? Yes. I can't read with you making so much noise next to me. Nothing goes in my head. Please forgive my dreadful sin. Bad language is supposed to have effects on the spiritual world. The cold doesn't bother you, Nageki? It doesn't. I feel fine. I see. Having plumage must really make a difference. Maybe they don't bother with the heating because all the birds are fine. I don't think that's the case. So birds are cold in here too, then? Well, there's one freezing to death right over there. What? I follow Nageki's gaze and I see a rather familiar looking bleeding heart dove freezing to death on the floor. Angel! Are you alive? Speak to me, Angel! Uh, uh, is that you, Edo Blau? Where is this? Have I fallen once more into the eternal prison of ice? No, look around yourself. It's just an unreasonably cold library. Do you mean to keep my fallen wings in this world, Edo Blau? If you are to walk with me through the blood-stained path of conquest, I don't care about that. Why are you on the verge of death in here? The day of judgment draws near. I speak of Ragnarok, Edo Blau. He's incomprehensible as always. The desk he was sitting at is covered in sheets of paper. Oh, are you drawing manga? Great prognostications of the future, and epics of heroes long dead. I must complete them and bring them to the battlefield of the gods. It is a lonely, lonely battle. Let's see. He's in the manga club, so maybe he's working on the club zine? Even though the festival was ages ago. How admirable. You can do it, Angel. Sure you'll make it on time. But it's cold in here. Don't you think you should go home and work on it there? Do you worry for my flesh? Very well. Perhaps now is the time for your repose, as you say. Farewell, Edo Blau. He happily gathers up his papers and exits the library. He comes in here quite often, though he would be better off working elsewhere, if the cold bothers him so. He must have some reason. Maybe the atmosphere in here gets him into the perfect mindset for the story he's telling. But bleeding heart doves are from the Philippines, so they don't fare well in the cold. He shouldn't push himself so hard. Later that evening... going numb. I should have bought that blanket robe I had my eye on while I was in town today. The price will make my purse weep, but this cold makes me weep more. Huh? Someone texted me. It's Ryota. Meet me in town. I wonder what's going on. Doesn't matter. My body is rapidly approaching its crystallization point, so I'll head into town and avail myself of this wearable blanket on my way to meet Ryota. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh no, I just got here. Hiyoko. I know it's cold, but are you sure you want to be walking around in public looking like that? Huh? But it's a wearable blanket. Wouldn't it be more strange to not wear it? Well, I guess that's true. If you're okay with it. Anyway, you wanted to talk to me? Oh yes, I wanted to ask you a favor. You hardly asked for my help. I'll do whatever it is for the Flash in a pizzazz. So, what is it? Do you have plans for the end of the year? Not really. I finished cleaning and everything. Even New Year's Eve? I was planning to laze around all day, like always. Would you maybe be willing to be a sales girl for the day? There's no pay, but a volunteer sales girl. Is it at a flea market or something? That's not far off. Do you know about Comiket? Comiket? How should I explain it? It's like a flea market, but not. A lot of birds get together and buy and sell manga they've drawn with their friends. So, sort of like the manga club's booth at the festival? Yeah, something like that. Just on a much larger scale. I was wondering if you could run a booth for me. Would you like to? Sure. Sounds like fun. Do you draw something, Ryota? No. I'm just another sales girl. Hmm? What does that mean? So one of your friends asked you to find someone? Yeah, Angel. What? Oh. So the manga he was pouring his lifeblood into in the library is for this Comiket thing. But why are you asking? Well, why are you asking me? He never mentioned it to me. I've been a sales girl for one group for the past 3 years, and somehow Angel found out. So... Textoris Bluria Funeris. The battle of the gods, the judgment draws near. My soul has not the strength left to continue so alone. Become my light. He asked me to help him. That means I'll be lonely on my own, so come with me? Yeah, I think so. But I'm already helping someone. I can't be in 2 places at once. So you're asking me? Yep. What do you say? Want to? Of course! It could be a good learning experience. A learning experience? Well, you'll certainly see some things you wouldn't anywhere else. It is Ragnarok after all. I think any name Angel comes up with is going to be confusing, but it does look like a battle to the end all battles at times. I'll need a weapon, right? Just tell me what to bring. Will I want something with range, or will it be up close? Don't take it that literally. I just meant that a lot of really impatient birds with no social skills. It can be confusing at first, so you should probably do some research ahead of time. If you search around, you'll find plenty of guides for first-timers. Comiket lasts 3 days, and I think Angel is on the 3rd day. The last day is always the worst, so make sure you're ready. Okay, I'll study hard. A sales girl at Comiket. I have no idea what this will entail. But from what Ryota said, it may as well be hell on this earth. My blood thirsts for combat. My time to go and scour the internet for Comiket tutorials. Oh, 2 wonderful doves. Today is the 31st. I am up at dawn so that I may meet the brave Angel, who throws himself into the fray of the Holy War. Wow, what a crowd! Is everyone here going to Comiket? Correct, Edelblau. Oh, Angel. See you, Edelblau? This holy land of the chosen, the abyss of madness. Tokyo Big Sight. So that's the big site? It's even more bizarre building than my investigations had led me to believe. Let's go inside, Angel. It's cold out here. Be not in haste, Edelblau. The time has not yet come. Wait for me at the Nightmare Sage, who shall guide us. Who, where? Does he have a second helper? Good evening. Chilly out, isn't it? Mr. Nanaki? We had awaited you, Sage of Nightmares. Why are you here, sir? The Manga Club's advisor asked me to look after Higure. So you're standing in? I suppose he's busy with winter cleaning and everything. No. The advisor is here too. Mm-hmm. He's here, but he wants you to be with Angel's chaperone? Yes, that's right. Apparently he's busy. He said he's helping at a company booth. A company booth? I feel like the internet said those can end up like swamped from the start of the convention to the closing time. Each bird must do battle with himself in this holy land. I do not blame him. How much sure of you? Looks like I'll be selling Angel's manga with Mr. Nanaki all day. Better do my best. It was pretty crowded outside, but if anything, it's worse in here. I'm a little worried that some birdie's tender foot or wing bone might get broken with this many birds crowded together. What kind of manga did you draw, Angel? The Tales of the Dark Angel. The Forbidden Epic Saga. Oh. Sounds pretty goth. Yes? That's very nice. Very like you. I studied a lot to prepare for today. I'll show these idolaters my super sales girl's moves. Let us ride the battle side by side, Edoblau, as dictated by the contract of old. What should I do? Time is passing worryingly by. The epic poem of the Dark Angel is stacked on the table exactly as we placed it when we set up. Angel? Should I maybe use my voice a little? Like they do in the markets? It is well, Edoblau. Needless effort will only raise more barriers before us. Okay. It's rather chilly in here. Why don't I get us something warm? Oh yes, please. What kind of expression should I have right now? A sea of birds floats by on clicking feet. The far wall is lined with enormous queues. Those must be the big circles. Some of them have even started picking up. Have they sold out already? Started packing up, not picking up. Just how many books were in those stacked up boxes? It's like looking into another world. Hiyoko. Oh my gosh, I know Ragley is either lurking or sleeping, but Ragley, if you are lurking and you are still awake and you have managed to hear me, take a gander at this Ryota. That's all that's needed right now. This is very special Ryota boy. Oh, Pretty Cure? You know Pretty Cure too? Yes, I do. How to catch Pretty Cure? It's that one that on Sunday mornings, right? Ah, you're so cute. Hey, can you do that thing? The signature line? It's embarrassing. Just once. I just want to see it once. Okay. A single flower blooming in the asphalt road. Coeur Gray. Yes, yes. It's so cute. Just like in the anime. I'm just wearing it because I'm helping out today. Do sales girls cosplay? Sometimes. Not everybody does, but they always tell me to make sure that I come in a costume. The circle I'm with just sold out. We're cleaning up now, so I better go back and help. Good luck, Hiyoko. Coeur Gray. Ryota strides off gallantly with some sales slips and duct tape. Ah, the aura of an old veteran hangs about his shoulders. I've never seen Ryota looking so competent. It's almost closing time. Angel remains silent, looking mildly tortured. I didn't realize sales girls were supposed to cosplay, Angel. Next time I'll pour my tribal blood into a costume. Do not blame yourself, Edoblau. The sin is mine alone. Don't say that. You did your best, Angel. An unreasonable sin. I'm carved with my black past. That is my punishment. The unescapable cross I must. Excuse me, which of you is representing the circle? Oh my gosh, is this bird right here? A rather gaudily upholstered bird appears before us. Whoa, colorful! He's a golden pheasant. A a Phasianid, like the doctor and myself, you know. I'd never have thought something with such extreme plumage was related to them. I am sovereign in this domain. And you are? Ah, it's you? I thought as much. Your bearing, your countenance, so artistic. I can feel your aura, so unlike any other here. He certainly is unlike any other, yeah. Forgive me, I haven't introduced myself. Mr. Bishikikoji Toshiki. Nishikikoji Tori. Not, I might add, a pen name. It has been mine since hatching. I am rather proud of it. It is a good name, yes? And the next time you get it wrong, I will make you wish that you had never crawled your miserable way into this world. Oh dear me, what am I saying? Please, pay it no mind. Golden Weekly. That's the new Splash hit magazine. So you know of it. I'm flattered. I'm the editor-in-chief, and I am here looking for new talent. I notice you from far away. Ah, your unparalleled artistry. Your vast imagination. Yes, these are the attributes of one who will change the world. Golden Wing Messenger, could you be the one written in the Crimson Tome of Augury? Precisely. I am here to aid you. There is much talent that sleeps within you. Is it not so? A great power locked within. Yes, exactly. I'm here to tell you that I can help you wake your powers. My firm's location is shown on the back of this card. Please, come talk to me in the new year, Angel, sir. I thank you, Golden-Winged Messenger. Let us enter a pact of blood. Wow, Angel looks happy. He's grinning. I guess he has a pretty worldly side to him, too. Imagine a world painted with your ability. Ah, how I long to see it. I shall take my leave now. I pray your new year will be abundant with artistry. The golden pheasant walked smartly off through the crowd. What an impressive coloration. Mr. Bishikikoji was a very strange fellow, wasn't he? Nishikikoji Tosaka. It's a confusing name. You're so sharp you'll cut yourself with one of these days, Mr. Nanaki. Then again, Mr. Nanaki looks Angel up and down and tilts his head, staring off after the golden pheasant. I don't know very much about manga, but... maybe I'm worrying too much. He looks like he wants to say something, but falls silent. I'm a little worried too, but I can't say anything in front of Angel like this. Didn't someone say that the serpent speaks with a silver tongue? And Mr. Nishikikoji was very suspicious. I hope he was just a normal editor here to scout out talent. Angel, none of us mentioned your name to him, did we? The mysterious pheasant in the conventional crowd. Who is he, really? And so they left the Holy Land, Angel full of zeal, Kazuaki and Hiyoko full of doubt. Some more precious dove birds, little pigeons, oh baby. The first day of school in autumn is always a little slow, but the first day after winter break is painful in its own special way. I don't like winter mornings, but being with everybody is so fun. So there's nothing really wrong with school itself. Huh? Isn't that... Good morning, Angel. Is that you, Edelblau? You're here on honors June time. Did you go to bed early? The twilight invades my crimson breast. I cannot expose my flesh to it for long. That means you go to bed early, right? When do you usually sleep? Before the blue-tinted moon leads its schools through the night. 10 p.m. That's early. That's really early. I am bound to meet the golden-winged messenger this day. He wishes to gather me from he wishes to gather from me the Vorpal souls. Vorpal souls? That's a new one. It would take him a while to explain if I asked, so I think I'll leave it alone. That's the Golden Weekly thing, right? So you're gonna meet with Mr. Nishikikoji? It is so. And I shall gain new powers. Mr. Nishikikoji. That mysterious golden pheasant who appeared before us on the holy battlefield on New Year's Eve. Is he really trustworthy? He seems highly suspicious. Aren't you nervous, Angel? Could I go with you? Be at ease, Edelblau. Some battles must be fought alone. This is a trial that those born under the demonic Scarlet Eye cannot escape. Is that so? Well, if you say so, let me know if I can help you. Angel marches triumphantly into his classroom. I bet his bag is full of manga manuscripts. Now that I think about it, he is going to show his work to an editor. It would be a little odd for a classmate to tag along. I'm worried about Mr. Nishikikoji, but it looks like he's the editor of a real magazine. I can sit this one out. Some days later. I was thinking of eating in the cafeteria today, like I always do. Want to go together? I'd love to. Cool. Uncle Zan's stomach calls for food. Let's go, let's go. Want to come with us, Sakuya? Do not tell me to sit at the same table as... Or, do you tell me to sit at the same table as commoners? Today's when the second winter menu goes up. When the mixed bean sukiyaki udon. And the mixed bean sukiyaki udon is really good. Cool. It is superb and available only for a few weeks. You can't possibly attain some pigeon nations and never have the sukiyaki udon. Is it... Is it truly a food of such great prestige? Yes, and who doesn't think noble when you hear sukiyaki? Noble means sukiyaki, and sukiyaki means noble. So this is where Hiyoko must get the nickname Edelblau, because if she's noble blue, she must get her nobility from that sukiyaki udon, clearly. So it is a high-class dish here in Japan? I suppose if all of this is so, there cannot be much... I suppose if all of this is so, there cannot be much harm in trying it. Hey! Let's hurry before they're out! Is sukiyaki really something aristocrats used to eat? Yum. The mixed bean sukiyaki udon is the best. Here, let me give you some of the meat from mine, if you want it. Are you sure? If I'll eat it, if I eat it all, I'll feel sick later. Oh, right. In that case, you can have some of my beans. Here. So this is sukiyaki? I wonder if at the undignified flavor, but it's not bad. Crunch, crunch, it's good. San, be careful. If you keep swallowing them whole like that, you'll choke. It'd be kind of odd to ask for it in summer, but it is a little lonely only being here to eat it in January. Maybe the fact that it's so seasonal makes it taste better than it really does. That was good. Huh? A familiar figure appears by the tableware return area. the famous eccentric Filipino banana boy. Angel! I don't normally see you here. Oh, it's you, Edelblau. His reply comes somewhat slowly. Are you okay? You don't seem as energetic as usual. Oh, don't tell me Mr. Nishikikoji said something nasty to you. It's okay. Don't worry, Angel. You're still in high school. If you keep working like this, like you have been, you'll be a pro in no time. And that'll show him. Do not be anxious, Edelblau. The Golden Winged Messenger shall guide me to the path to glory. The stars travel the paths they must. He walks away, grinning happily. I'm glad things went well with Mr. Nishikikoji, but he looked a little pale, didn't he? So you thought so too? I've never seen him acting that tired. Me neither. Unlike me, Ryota is attentive and careful. If he sees it too, it can't just be my imagination. Maybe he's staying up late working on the next issue. 1 week later. Wow, what an oversleeping, wow. I'm late for the Sunday morning program. At least I can catch the second half of Pretty Cool. Pretty Cool. Open my heart-o. A single flower blooming in the asphalt road. Cool gray. A single flower swaying from the exhaust fumes. Cool light gray. A single flower shredded by the BB gun's rage. Cool dark gray. Auto catch pretty cool. Ooh, so cute, so cute. It's always good when once all the three of them are in the fight. And the transformation scenes are so pretty. That was fun. So much fun I almost forgot that today's makeup day. I'm awake and alive now, so it's time to go to school like a good girl. Huh? A rather familiar looking bird is collapsed at the foot of the stairs. Angel! Are you okay? Did you slip? Are you... Are you a dojiko now? I don't know what that means. Oh, here's the C to B. Coming to witness the smooth voice. Oh. I don't know when I'm gonna unlock it, but there's gonna be fish later on in this game. A slight reference towards fish. So definitely prepare your Saba pings for that. It's good to see you, my dude. Edelblau. Are you alright? Did you sprain your ankle? Ah. Blood. My crimson breast. It craves blood. Be silent. Is he anemic? Angel. You're white as a sheet. Let's go to the infirmary. Angel is faded completely by the time we arrive. He usually starts ranting about demon spores or something if he gets too close to the infirmary, so maybe it's better if he's out for now. So I brought him here. Is the doctor gone? Yes, he's overseas for a week doing research. I'm watching the shop while he's out. Merry Christmas! The boys seemed a little sluggish today. January's almost over after all. I think they start winding down pretty soon after Christmas. Merry Christmas! Are they actually boys? I hadn't wondered about their gender before. Just what are they? Could you take a look at Angel then? Isn't that just a low blood pressure? It does look that way. Which isn't to say it couldn't be dangerous. Let's let him rest for a while. Thank you for bringing him here, mon ami. I'll be here when he wakes up. Thank you, Yuya. You're biggest. I don't know what you're implying about Sheriff Biggest when you're saying this, but I actually am happy that you're not like Sheriff Biggest. You are your own little special, unique CDB 30 that I very, very much enjoy. So thank you for being you, CDB. He's going to see that magazine editor all month. He said he was going for the ordeals to show the way the times must come. Translation: deciding on a pen name. But why is he so weak why is he so weak all of a sudden? I'm really worried. Maybe I'll talk to Mr. Nanaki about it. That is a little worrying. I know he's been busy working on manuscripts, but I feel like it's still strange for him to be so weak. He was really energetic when things were getting hectic before the convention. I can't believe that he'd get so drained so quickly. The school does encourage independence in students, and I don't like to interfere with someone who's working hard on something, but... What did you think of that golden pheasant, Tosaka? Mr. Bishikikoji? Mr. Nishikikoji, yes. He even remembers his name. Oh, yes, I did hear that. He was like, oh my god, she sounds hot. Because, oh baby, you know that this Lols boy is so hot. Listen to my, oh, so sexy voice. Oh. Well, there was a certain Riley boy earlier, but I don't think he left any of that behind, so you're pretty good. You're correct in that there is none of that having to be there today. I only met with him once at the snowbound battlefield, but my tribal instincts are telling me he's too dangerous to be let out of sight. Yes, my quail instincts are telling me the same thing. Let me just get a little screenshot of that, because that makes me happy every time I see that phrase. Do you think he could go with Hikure next time that he goes to the company, Tosaka? I suggested that to Angel, but he said it was something he had to face alone. But I can't just leave this as it stands. I'll go undercover and tail him. Just like in a detective movie. Like a noir film, kinda. It's kinda awesome. I forget, I saw this one noir film, this film noir, that was really good, and it had this one scene where there's this dude with the frickin' radio microphone kind of thing trying to record this dude who he knew was nefarious for whatever the purposes was. I don't remember very much about it, but I remember there was this whole scene where this guy was following around recording like this evidence of this guy as he was walking around town talking with some other dude or something. I don't know why this just made me think of that, but you know, just thinking about going undercover and getting the information. I need to watch some more film noir again. Yeah. There was no camcorder involved, but there was a microphone or something to record the dude's voice and something. It's an old movie, that's all I know, and I mean, film noir is kind of awesome in its own sense. I really need to find out what that is again. I'll look it up sometime. But thank you for the mics and the camcorders, my dude CDB. Just like a detective movie. Let me know if anything is... Oh, he's snoring. It's been so long. Hey, CDB. CDB. Hey, look at those pigeons. The little doves right there. Aren't they wonderful? And they're gone. Too bad. By my title as the Apostle of the Blue Sky, Edo Blau, I shall courageously tail Angel into the Golden Weekly headquarters and conduct investigations of the most covert nature. The building is right across from here, So there's no way I can miss... I'll miss him as he's going in. Oh, there he is. Angel enters the building, a massive manila envelope under his wing. I know, it's freaking amazing, I don't know. This game has the best pictures of pigeons, for sure. Well, maybe not the best, but it has friggin' top-notch, high-quality pigeons. Absolutely. Angel enters the building, a massive manila envelope under his wing. Is that full of comic pages? Time to go after him. This building is actually a secret base for an Eagle organization. It's what I would say if it were. However, it looks perfectly normal. I don't know why the heck she says it looks perfectly normal, but I think it's hilarious because this doesn't look completely normal. What the heck is wrong with you? Hiyoko? What? I know that your house is like a cave, so you're not like in normal buildings like half of your time. But the other half of the time, I know school and you go to work sometimes, you know what buildings are supposed to look like, even if you are some crazy tribeswoman cave girl. This place is absolutely not normal, especially not perfectly normal. What are you saying? This looks, yeah, it's Umbrella Corp right here. This is, you just made it to the freaking end of the game of Resident Evil, Hiyoko, and you're just like, yeah, whatever, this looks normal. There's nothing wrong here. There are a few birds walking around inside, but nothing suspicious. I can't imagine Mr. Nishikikoji fitting into such a completely ordinary looking company, really. Never mind a sore thumb. He must stick out like a sore thumb that's been nearly lost in a freak machine accident and is now attached through elaborate bandaging in a last-ditch effort to save it. Yep, he stands out. Hello. I'm glad that you can make it today. I have been waiting for you. Indeed. It is time for us to carve the new creation under the auspices, I don't know how to pronounce that, of the spirit of reason. Time for me to go to the dictionary, read up some thingy shenanigans. Auspices. No. Oh, so that's a plural of the word auspex. To augur of ancient Rome. Okay. Interesting. Under the auguries, so auspices. Auspices. It's probably auspices rather than auspices if it's auspex. Because usually when stuff ends with the EX and ends with an X, general, like matrix becomes matrices, auspex becomes auspices, I'm guessing. I don't know, the dictionary.com app I had just said auspex when I looked up auspices. Auspices. I don't know who Spencer is, but if you're saying Tori is Nishikikoji Tori, the golden pheasant, the one that looks ridiculous with that little cape-esque feather thing on the back of his head and intense eyes. If you're saying that he's Albert Wesker, then oh my gosh, that makes me happier because Wesker is already one of my favorite characters just because of his shades, only because of his shades. Like, that's one of the best things. And then the fact that he's all like, you gotta love Barry. I mean, I definitely do like Wesker's character, but this bird behind Angel is one of the best birds in the game, in my opinion. So I'm glad that you can create a connection between two fantastic birds here. Aw, thank you for the shades. You know what? Putting shades on right now. Doing the rest of this chapter in shades. Or maybe. I might eventually take off the shades if it starts to get a little bit too bothersome or annoying. But for right now, I got the shades on and they're ready to go. And you sent me even more shades. Oh baby, thank you. Yes. Yes. Of course. Let us engage in creative acts fueled by the finest substances of our imagination. I have secured a special room for our meeting today as well. This way, if you please. The incredibly conspicuous golden pheasant and the similarly conspicuous bleeding heart dove disappear into a door at the end of the excessively ordinary hallway. Their conversation now didn't sound at all suspicious, but my danger sense is tingling. Also, I like how she's saying how suspicious Nishikikoji and Angel are, while she herself must be ridiculously conspicuous as freaking well. She's trying to go undercover, so she's probably hiding behind stuff and shenanigans, but if she were to show her face, people would probably see her immediately. She's the freaking only girl here, probably. I mean, there could be other humans around, but humans are kind of a rarity in this world. So, interesting. Interesting conspicuousness all around. Oh, and I'm just thinking about it now. I really should have mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. But yeah, I don't know if I ever really fully mentioned out loud that in this game, BBL from Hatoful Boyfriend the original kinda doesn't happen. And to anyone who may be watching the VODs of this or watching it now, I don't think that there's anyone watching it now that would have not seen Hatoful Boyfriend the original, but this is a game that you really have to know the original Hatoful Boyfriend to get the most out of. Like, these first two chapters you can maybe get by and it'll be no problem, but by the time we get to like the important last two chapters of this game, I really cannot stress enough that it's super important to know Hatoful Boyfriend and BBL, just so you get a good feel for the characters and know like all the details that may be referenced in shenanigans down the line. Of course, you could always do it backwards and it wouldn't really be the worst for this game per se, but I feel that regular, normal Hatoful Boyfriend is an ideal introduction to the characters and everything, so that's probably the best start, and then you move on to this game. But that's just a warning for anyone who's probably watching like the VODs of this and being like, I've never seen Hatoful Boyfriend original, which I don't know why you'd look into Holiday Star if you have never even friggin' done anything with the original Hatoful Boyfriend, so that's probably warning absolutely zero people, but just want to put that out there. After them, this is the room. Huh? There's a light above the door. It says operating. This is a publisher's office, right? Not a hospital. What? What? No one answers inside. No one answers me. In any case, Angel's in danger. Enough sneaking. It's time for actions. Loud ones. Coming through. In this very unmeeting room, we're... Let me just start that over again. In this very unmeeting room are Angel, unconscious and... What is it now? The operation is in progress. Didn't you see the sign outside? The flashy pheasant drawing blood from him. What are you doing? You're not drawing any manga here. You're just drawing blood. We are in the midst of a grand creation act. A beautiful artwork fashioned of his blood and mine. Saying creepy stuff like that while draining away somebody's lifeblood is an awful lot for a certain sounds awful lot like a certain fluffy heretic, referencing Shu from the first game. Yeah. This guy probably has a few hunters hidden in some of the corridors or something, I don't know. He's seeming really suspicious. I wouldn't be surprised for any shenanigans to go down. Release him now, or I'll or I'll take him here by force. Oh my, how gallant. Would you be his sweetheart then? No. We two are linked by the karma of our previous lives, a disaster of the soul. I see your worldview is a bit as unique as his. Birds of a feather, eh? I had thought your face was familiar. We had met before, yes? So you will be taking him home then? And if I were to say no? Think I can't do anything because I'm just a human girl, do you? Plenty of people have regretted that before you. Take this! Acrobatic starlight kick! Oh my, isn't that dangerous? You've knocked a hole in the floor, young lady. I'd rather think a direct hit might leave my beautiful plumage disgracefully singed. He dodged it? Yeah, we don't want to singe those feathers though, so don't worry, Hiyoko. Those beautiful feathers cannot burn this day. He's in better shape than the aforementioned fluffy heretic. Yeah, this bird's definitely some sort of evil, creepy mastermind of sorts. I feel no artistry in you, but your physical ability holds value. It is beautiful. Thus the flamboyant heretic happily praises me. Oh, stop. I'll blush. Wait, no. I am Hiyoko of St. Pigeonations. I will defeat you and bring my classmate back with me. Ha ha ha. Gallant indeed. Prepare yourself for the end, Mr. Bishikikoji. Did you just call me Bishikikoji? Did I? Maybe I did. Jeez, between you and Mr. Nanaki, a girl just can't get away with a little slip of the tongue around here. And I believe this is the second time you have done so. Is it not? Mr. Bishikikoji, wait. No, I meant Mr. Nishikikoji's cheerful tone of voice is suddenly gone. His words are now barely audible. This must be what they call the calm before the storm. You are still a child, so perhaps you do not know. Do you understand what a serious offense it is to misspeak someone's name? Particularly my name. My name is special, because I am special. It is the only name of its kind. Nishikikoji Tori. This is the worst affront imaginable. Did I not tell you I would make you wish you had never crawled your miserable way back into this world if you misspoke it again? A flash fills the room as he shouts. What? What's happening? Whoa, the room's all messed up. What did he do that for? Good thing I got Angel and got out of his way. Sorry, I had to sneeze, my bad. Good thing I got... Oh yeah, I could have been vaporized. Thunder? That can't be. Some sort of laser weapon? I would rather you did not think of it as some lowly laser beam. Nishikikoji Masterpiece X768 Optical Ordnance Imaginal Ray. Oh, thank you, CDV. Thank you very much for that. It is the ultimate weapon, utilizing young Hikure's unique physical properties. Is it not beautiful? Angel's physical properties? He must be talking about that. That thing where he draws other people into his fantasies when he gets excited. Oh! There are 2 birds attached to the laser. What is this? This must violate some sort of basic avian right. I suppose this is the Ray's first introduction. Very well, I shall explain. The pheasant inflates his chest and begins his lecture. He was angry up until a minute ago, but now that he's talking about his creation, he seems pretty happy. Is his personality that simple? The factor behind Higure's ability to draw those around him to the mass hallucinations is abundant in his blood. In other words, with his blood anyone could have the same power. And so, it came to me to try intensifying an already powerful fantasy and converting it into energy for a weapon most doomless. Why am I shivering? What people on this earth have the least love for the world and live for their fantasies the most? Okay, I was kind of reading that awkwardly. What people on this earth have the least love for this world and live for their fantasies the most? Where can I find them? My research was long and arduous, but then I found the answer. The very best candidates were at Tokyo Big Sight. That's too cruel. How could you use a couple of harmless otaku as weapons to hurt others? Cruel? Whatever do you mean? Inconceivable. It cannot be. How could they not rejoice at becoming part of my beautiful creation? They are likely confused paints, to which I have added scheme, sense, artistry. Is it not wonderful? Pretty cool, so moe. Cool like grey, so moe. That sounds like disgusting paint. Wait, I think that the first time I seen an otaku say moe in real life. This weapon is useless. What good is it going to do now? We're not at war. Release those otaku. Useless? Oh no. It has a purpose. A very important one. I'm going to use this weapon to destroy your school. What? More specifically, what lies beneath your school? And one bird there in particular. Wait! What did we do? Is this revenge for your dead parents? No, though it is revenge for me. Or perhaps I should call it a settlement. So it's a personal grudge then, is that it? I don't know what's going on, but I can't just stand by now that I've heard this. I'll stop you here and now. I'd like to see you try. I can't get close. Otaku truly have amazing imaginations. I can see no limits for their use. I can't fight very well while carrying Angel either. I think I might just have to pull out for now. I will stop you, Mr. Nijiki-Koji. I will. Please, do try. I hope you can come up with something by tomorrow. I've already gotten all the blood I need from Higure. None can stand in the path of my artistry now. And so I recovered Angel and fled the Golden Weekly headquarters. Crazy dream, huh? It was a dream? Nope, just kidding. It remains a troubling reality. Jeez, don't confuse me like that. It does look like this is more serious than we thought. I don't think Birdie would have expected to find an operation room and a giant laser in a publisher's building. I'm just glad that you and Angel are okay, Hiyoko. Forgive me. To think that my cursed blood now powers the light of dark judgment. Why would you be donating blood at a publisher's anyway? Did you notice what was happening, Angel? No. My consciousness wandered into the great void. In other words, he'd go into a meeting, be stunned, have blood taken, and then go home feeling dazed and anemic? That's too much. How did he not notice? Mr. Nishikikoji said that I would have to come up with something by tomorrow. I think that's what he's planning to attack. The laser at the office blasted through the floor. It was about as powerful as my Starlight Kick. He probably has a more powerful version prepared if he's hoping to destroy the school. That seems likely. I tried calling the police, but they wouldn't take me seriously at all. Calling up and saying, "Excuse me, officer, but there's a comic book editor who wants to blow up my school with a gigantic laser," probably wouldn't get more than an immediate disconnection. I guess we'll have to defend the school ourselves. It looks like it. Let's have some tea and think about it. I think I'll have peach tea. I would like a melon soda. I would like the pulsating blood blessed by earth and sky. Blood orange juice. You three are awfully relaxed. Who is Mr. Nishikikoji trying to get revenge on anyway? Since he's targeting the school, it must be a student or a teacher here, but... Oh baby. It's either like Oko-san or like Oko-san's mother or one of Oko-san's relatives. It's a nice little picture located at Oko-san or such. So you got another proposal accepted, huh? The second division sure is impressive. Oh yeah. Moe has a very, very cute little pigeon, buddy pigeon. Oh man. Oh, naturally. We are talking about me here after all. I feel terrible for all the biologists here, having to work under an empty-headed bird like you. See, here's already a moment where it's like, ooh, it's probably best to have played Audible, because who the heck is Isasoma? Who the heck is Ryuji? Like, who the heck are these characters, even if they are like the freaking... Right here, look at these three. These are like the three best freaking... Well, not the three best, but at least the two left ones. Tori and Ryuji are fan-freaking-tastic. In the first game, at least, Shu is kind of freaking amazing too. If you do his date, he's one of the best dates around, for sure. But I still prefer the artistic Nishikikoji Tori to Isasoma. I can't see any reason for why the biologists here would need pity from you. What's that? Who is he? One of yours? Oh, this is the first time you two have met? This is our newest friend, Isasoma. Come on, Isa, say hello to Nishikikoji. I'm Isa. A useless leader. The researchers who don't even know how to greet their betters. The future of this biology division is the bleakest thing I have ever seen. What are you talking about? Isa's great. He'll probably get the department head someday. I bet you two will get along just fine. Again? My results cannot be inferior to his. This is a dream. Just a bad dream. Isasoma. I can never claim the spotlight as long as he is here. But I must be the best. I have already decided I must. I was worried about that Pharaoh, but he was no trouble. Our spheres of research never overlapped. Nothing good has come of Isa's taking over the division. My beautiful, glorious second optical weapons division. How could its name be so trod into the ground? Isa's origins are a mystery. Something is definitely not right here. The value they place in him must be mistaken. Only his proposals ever get accepted. My talents will rot in this shadow. The tragedy reeks of deceit and intrigue. I have no wish for depravity and decay. I shall gladly leave. The next day. Today is Mr. Nishikikoji's silly destroy paint St. Pigeon Nations with a giant laser day. We have to protect the school. Oh, it's Yuya. Salutations, mon ami. This is Sakazaki. I'm in front of the Golden Weekly HQ. Over. Report situation. Everything's as you predicted. There's a giant laser outside the building. It's installed on the roof, and I think they're adjusting the aim. Take a look with a telescope. They're preparing already? Where did I put the telescope? Failure to act with speed Failure to act with speed in such a situation is... Here, use this. Thank you. You're always so well prepared, Sakuya. Let's see, the building over there... Whoa! It's huge! It appears to be charging up. What is wrong with Japan's public security forces? Why is he able to have a weapon like that? My thoughts exactly. Given the size... I knew it! He's got even more otaku hooked up than the two I saw yesterday. This is too much. If he turns the fantasies and delusions of that many otaku into power for a weapon, it might just be unstoppable. We could be obliterated at any moment. What are situations like this called again? Attention or die? Emergencies? Yes, those. Can't you even remember basic English terminology? Humans, I swear. Anyway, we need to prepare. Aren't you on defense? Leave observation to me and return to your station. Yes, sir. That's right, I have the extremely important job of defending from whatever attack comes our way. This is a real battle. If we fail, the school burns. My blood is boiling already. Ah, Tasaka. We were waiting for you. Hurry, we need to get ready. Sorry to keep you waiting. The hour of judgment draws near. We must disrupt the light of dark judgment with arcane waves. Angel, Ryota, and Mr. Nanaki and I are on defense. Time for Operation Pretty Cool Shield. Fight fire with fire, and hallucinogenic Filipino dove powers with hallucinogenic Filipino dove powers. If Mr. Nishikikoji can produce this weapon with Angel's ability, we can fight him off with those same abilities. If we try hard enough and believe in each other, Angel's power can make us all into magical girls. Ryota's pretty cool gray. Mr. Nanaki is pretty cool light gray. I'm cool dark gray. And Angel is the fairy who grounded the pretty cool girls their mighty powers. Haricot, or Haricot, or however you pronounce it. With the four of us together, we can raise pretty cool barrier to protect the school from Mr. Nishikikoji's nefarious plans. Mr. Nanaki's nefarious plans, that would be ridiculous. Are you ready to go save the school with a joke like this? This isn't a joke. This is pretty cool. I'm not sure, Tasaka. Would a pretty cool shout like that? I shall invoke the defensive right of old, shining pretty Coor Field. Angel's giving it his all. We just have to believe in each other, okay? We can do this. Ah, an excellent day. Hardly a cloud obscures Japan's lovely face, and every corner and recess of Little Dove City is laid bare before me. The ghosts of the past, which have pained me these long years, that damnable partridge who was always in my way, in the institution which lets my genius wither. It is time to say farewell to them all. I shall wash them clean away, and then it will be time to step into the brand new world of imagination. As the sun rises above, a new... Huh? Chief Editor, sir, should we set the deadline for this year's new Face Award to the end of March like last year? Oh, yes. We've got Takakishi Po doing the announcement cut, so make sure you follow up with him. Got it. Thanks, sir. Where was I again? Anyway, this is not only revenge, this is a ceremony which I must undergo to usher in my new self. Tremble, Philistines. Be awed at the artistry of my beautiful creation. I'll expect an apology in the next world, Issa Soma. It's starting! Come on, Angel! Light of magic and hope that twist throughout the world, grant the chosen ones power to defend this land. Pretty cool, open my heart, oh. A single flower blooming in the asphalt road, Coor Grey. A single flower swaying in the exhaust fumes, Coor Light Grey. A single flower shredded by the BB gun's rage, Coor Dark Grey. We want to become seniors here and graduate. We won't let you destroy our school. I just finished reading up the proficiency tests and it was a lot of work. Couldn't you at least wait till after I've returned them? I don't really want to think about how I did on my proficiency test, so I guess even if the school got destroyed, it wouldn't be all that. You must not let your heart waver, Edo Blau. Right. I'm scared about my test, but it would be worse to let our school be blown away. Mr. Nishikikoji, your plot ends here. Pretty cool barrier! It's holding. We can do this. We can save the school. Ah, I see. You recover remarkably quickly, Higure Angel. Or perhaps you remain able to manifest delusions even when weakened? But did you really think that I didn't have a backup plan? Prepare to trigger the fangirls. Something's happening to Sokka. That was Sakia speaking very plainly for a second there. What is it? He's adding power. The second attack will come soon. Tsundere racing dove uke moe. A pink pelican. The first wave was just a ranging shot. I've got more than just moe-loving pigs, after all. I have heard that the fantasies of fangirls far surpass those of any fanboy. Watch and be destroyed. Hurry, we need to block it! Ah, it's too much. Coor Dark Grey. We do seem to be getting squeezed. So my evil half truly does have power to destroy this world? We can't give up. We have to defend the school. We're the only ones who can... Cool. Everything's all sparkly. Oh no. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. We can't give up yet. Cool, cool. We cannot. Merry Christmas. We have to help the Pretty Coors with our miracle pigeon lights. Cool, you can do it. Or cool. You can do it, Pretty Coors. Don't give up. You can do it. You are pretty cool. I can hear everyone cheering us on. Pretty Coors are warriors of love. Their kindness making us stronger. It's very reassuring, isn't it? Still, you resist? Pitiful. Allow me to end it for you. Remove your limiters. Output to maximum. Oh, looks like certain CDB's getting all his Saddleping's all excited. Watch out, CDB. Whoa. He's so deadly and noble, so he must be the Uke. You dumb newbie. Everybody knows that Racing Dove X Tree Sparrow is practically canon. But butlers are so hot. Blackwing stilts and... oh. Blackwing stilts are very interesting birds. They look very interesting for sure. You can give it a good old gander one of these days. And Pink Pelican is the best. What is this? Why is the energy converter becoming so unstable? Your time of judgment has come. You who would have used the blood of the Crimson Angel of Judecca to sate your greed. Golden Winged Messenger. Pure spirits of light, gather and strike his golden hue. Shining Pretty Coor, burst. That's a beautiful scream. Good job, Tori. We did it. We did it, Angel. We deflected the Otaku laser. Look, the Golden Weekly building is practically destroyed. Yes, that abominable evil has been checked. They probably won't be back in business for a little while. I wasn't sure if we could do it. I'm so glad the school's okay. This is my sin. I should have realized sooner that he meant to harvest my blood for evil. Forgive me. Don't worry about it, Angel. All's well that ends well. It was Mr. Nishikikochi's fault anyway. It's wrong for an adult to go around tricking high school students like that. Try not to get tricked by any more bad grown-ups, okay? Yes, I shall carve this lesson into my crimson chest, Sage of Nightmares. I did not account for this in my calculations. My creation was perfect. It was the materials that failed me. Those girls' fantasies were dreadful. No one told me their energies would be so unharmonious. It would have broken down if it weren't. It wouldn't have broken down if it weren't for those fangirls. Oh well. No doubt he saw the power of my artistry. That was a declaration of war. Golden Weekly Chief Editor Nishikikoji Tori speaking. Ah, Mr. Nishikikoji. This is a very childish and irresponsible of you, understand? I want you to think about what you've done. Shut up. This isn't over yet. Wow. Even his closing line sounded like something that a movie villain would say after his evil organization is destroyed and he has no chance of winning. When did you get him to give you his number? Yeah, I'm not gonna let him make his perfect creation for sure. Absolutely, that's a perfect analogy right there, CDP30. Anyway, it seems like he'll probably retreat for now. Hopefully we won't see him anytime soon. I guess this means your manga is back to square one, Angel. But don't worry, I know you can do it. Be not afraid, Edelbrow. The star that shines within my soul has not yet lost its luster. Bleh. You always try your best, so I'm sure you'll debut someday. And I'll be there when you do. Now then. Salutations, mon ami. Good work. Yuya, how do things look over there? I hope no one's killed. Don't worry. The building is badly damaged, but we've already extracted everyone who was kidnapped from the big site. We got it from here. Good work. Thanks, Yuya. So even that mongrel can make himself useful for once. He has all sorts of shady connections, so he's around in situations like this. Looks like everything's settled. Actually, who is Mr. Nishikikoji trying to get revenge on? Maybe I'll call him up and ask him later. Achoo! For this moment. Oh dear. I'm letting myself get cold. Perhaps I should have brought an extra sweater. Frolin Chronicles, Absolute Zero. Fiend. That was chapter 2 of Holiday Star. We got a new one going on right here. And this is the chapter when things start to get really intense and really good. We unlocked something down here, and I don't know what that is, but we are going to go through all of the different dates today. So I already did Ryota last time. It's time for Sakuya, Okusan, Kazuaki, Yuya, Nageki, Shu, and Angel. Glad that Angel is last, because he's probably the last I would want to do. Okusan is getting out of the way right now. Human. I'm going to do human at all these first, just because it has all the different emotions and stuff, as I explained last time when I did, what's it called? Ryota's little... I keep calling it a date, but it's just like a New Year's celebration. What, I don't know what... New Year's shrine visit, that's what I'll call it. That, because every one of these include visiting the shrine. Oh yeah, not bad at all, but I'm telling... I mean... Chapter 2 was when I started to get interested. Chapter 1, whenever I was playing this game, was eh. I was like, it's okay. But I expect so much more out of Hotful Boyfriend, so I was a little disappointed whenever I was playing this game for the first time and did Chapter 1. Chapter 2, I was like, this is redeemable because, of course, it's got two of my freaking favorite characters. It even has a cameo of another freaking favorite character, Ryuji, oh baby. But yeah, Tori and Angel are like fantastic, beautiful little boys, so I'm so happy that there's a chapter on both of them. And what a freaking adorable little cute chapter that was. So that was when I started really getting interested, and then suddenly chapters 3 and 4 happen. Now I'm saving those chapters for just a single stream. I want those to be experienced all in one go, and that's probably going to take a long time, but I'm going to have to freaking try to do that. And then after that, after those two chapters, I could finally go through all the bonus material, and I'm going to have to debate whether I'm going to do all the bonus material that this game has to offer on a separate stream after the two last chapters, or if I want to do it all, both last chapters and the bonus stuff in one go. The only thing that really worries me about the bonus stuff is because while most of the bonus material is really short, there's one that is actually a little lengthy. And that one was hard for me to get through whenever I first played this game. Because when I first played this game, I beat it all in one sitting. And, oof, boy, I had a great time until I got to one of the little bonus things, and it was longer than I had expected compared to the rest of the bonus little things. But enough with the rambling on. I'm glad that I didn't rage quit as well. I'm glad that you gave me all the Vault Boy shades. That's wonderful. I very much appreciate that. And on with the show. Today's the track team's first training of... Oh yeah, we're doing Okusan. First training day of the new year. Okusan suggested we do some independent training over break, but Okusan, it's cold. It's way too cold for my featherless human skin. That's right. I'm doing Okusan, and so I'm doing like human portraits. It's not gonna work because Okusan has no human portrait. So we get to see Okusan human-esque portrait. And this will still have wonderful emotions, I think, if I recall correctly. Have a wonderful time with this one. Cool. You shall not whine. Whining is bad. Lazing around in your heated room. Oh wow, she has a heated room. All through... It's crazy to me, sorry. All through January will make your body and heart alike soft and weak. But Okusan, my house is completely okay. Never mind, I was incorrect. It's completely unheated. Cool. Okusan said no complaining. Neglecting your training is bad. You will run. Ah, Okusan, wait. You're too fast. I can't keep up with you if you go that fast. We saw a playground, we saw the store, we saw a Hotapple house. Cuckoo. Hiyoko has become slow. Okusan is disappointed. I'm sorry, Okusan. I did give into the cold and skip training a little over the past few weeks, so, like Okusan said, my body has gone soft and weak. But what is his heart made out of? He went shooting off out of the blue all the way here, and now he's bouncing around energetically while I'm completely winded. I don't think all the coolest roads and tracks in the world together could stand in the defiance to Okusan steel-plated cardiovascular system. My gosh, I can't read, and that was admittedly a pretty hefty sentence right there. Wow. Yeah, this is just one full sentence of just non-stop attacking of your tongue. I do not think all the cruelest roads and tracks in the world together could stand in defiance to Okusan's steel-plated cardiovascular system. There we go. Cool. Can you not run anymore? Then we have no choice. It is time for a break. Thank you, Okusan. And so we took a break at the White Dove Shrine. It's still really early, so there aren't many other people here. Do you come here to make your offerings on New Year's Day, Okusan? Cool. Okusan believes only in Pudding God. Oh, right. And does the Pudding God have a shrine? Do you make offerings to him? Coo. Unnecessary frivolity. The spirit of Lord Pooty is with Okusan at all times and all places. Yes, I did say tone. Very much so. My speech is always bad, so I will always consider it to be an assault on my tongue whenever something gets really out of hand like that. Huh? So if he's with you at all times, then you don't need to go out on New Year's to say hello to him? Doesn't he have a home? Cool. Of course he does. His home is in the lost ruins of Pudding. But I don't understand. Yawn. I'm sorry. I'm taking off my shades off right now. Sorry. But I already finished the chapter, so I'm pretty good done with the shades. Cuckoo. The god of true pudding sleeps in the lost ruins of Pudding somewhere in this world. Okusan trains himself so that one day he may find the ruins. Oh, I see. Wonder if I could find a certain goal like you and get more serious about training that way. Cool. The only limit to your ambitions is heaven and above. Okusan flaps his wings. Okusan flaps agitatedly about for a little while. That's an adorable little scene, actually. Even though I'm not a big fan of Okusan, Oh, not a big fan of Hatoful Oko-san. I will always mention this, but every time I say I'm not a big fan of Oko-san, I do consider the fact that that's kind of a lie. Real life Oko-san is fantastic. Yeah, basically, after I finish doing all these shrine visits, I'm totally probably gonna just head to bed. Oh my gosh, it's 5 o'clock. Maybe I won't head to bed, I don't know. It seems that every time I stream, I am always making these promises that I'm not gonna go to bed. It seems really bad, I'm sorry. I do get sleep, just not when I stream. Apparently. I'm sorry. He does get awfully excited about pudding, but I still don't understand what his idea of pudding is. It certainly isn't the pudding I know. Yeah, figured. It's the good old 2-hour difference for me. Hey Oko-san. The god of the shrine is supposed to be brilliant white dove who flies to faraway places. Doesn't that sound a little like you? Well, you run to faraway places rather than fly. You're like a god yourself, Oko-san. I know you'll get to meet the pudding god someday. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, if you're 1 minute off, then that's fine, because I have like 3 or 4 clocks that none of them are really that well in sync, so to one of my clocks, saying you're 304 is absolutely correct. On another clock, saying that you're 305 is also absolutely correct. It depends on which clock I look at, because I think my phone is like a minute slow compared to my laptop, compared to some other stuff. My alarm clock, however, it always fluctuates between like 0 minutes slow whenever I just change it, but it always goes down to 5 minutes slow. And then if I don't fix it for a while, it doesn't get any worse than 5 minutes. For some reason, it just likes to gravitate towards the 5 minutes slow area and always be wrong. I don't know what's wrong with it. But I swear to goodness, it takes about a month, and suddenly, gosh dang, it's just like 5 minutes off. I'm like, gosh dang it. And then I can leave it like that for like 3 more months, and it doesn't get any worse. It just stays 5 minutes. I don't get it. I really don't. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. CDB. I mean, you are pretty up late. 3 o'clock. That's not as late as me, but it's still very, very late. So I'm sorry that you're being kept up while Oko-san does his ridiculous bouts and stuff. Cool. Oko-san will never give up. Oko-san will arrive before the pudding god. Oh, nice, that's done finally. Phew. I'm sorry, I don't mean to feel so relieved. I'm not gonna follow through with this. I just want to see what this heart is. Oh, Legumintine's Chronicles. Okay, I might follow through with this. I lied. The most nervous day. No, I'm not gonna do it right now. Sorry, I'm being crazy. I can do Sakuya next, then Shu, then Kazuaki, Yuya, then Angel. I'm doing it kinda in order of favorites, not exactly, but somewhat like that. Let's see what Sakuya looks like going to the shrine. Happy New Year! I got called out early by the White Dove Shrine with Sakuya. Why did he ask me to come? Maybe I should check his email again. Seems that New Year's Day is regarded with the foremost importance in Japan. My mother informed me that many bizarre traditions having to do with this day. As an aristocrat, I wish to study the ways of the locals most closely. Such knowledge might be useful in a diplomatic mission or the like. Yeah, I didn't know if you had to work tomorrow, but dang, if you do, then for sure get to bed right now. I know. Well, I know you have work at like 2 o'clock like me, I guess, so if it's 3 o'clock now, then you have to get up in 11 hours, or you have to get to work in 11 hours, so That gives you enough time to get a decent amount of sleep and maybe get a breakfast and get ready. Yeah, this would be perfect time to go to bed, so have a good night and a party in your dreams, Mr. CB. Wait a second. Wait a second. I gotta find that bed emoji and also send it to you. It's necessary. I gotta do it. For the greater good. Where is the bed emoji? Why is it so hard to find these things when I need them? Oh, I think I know where its location might be. No, apparently not. You might not get a bed emoji from me. Depends. Really depends. I'm searching with all my might. Why is this happening to me? I doubt I will be on tomorrow, to be honest. I know I actually have tomorrow set for... I'm gonna kind of have like a movie night with the family. I want to watch Moana with everybody. I've never seen that. Neither has anyone in my family. But we've all wanted to see that, so... With that, I will probably be not streaming, because I will probably leave late enough as it is. But you have a party in your dreams anyway. And since I cannot find the bed, you can just have the party without the bed, sorry. You know what a bed looks like. I designate you as my personal guide. Have a sweet dream, Mr. CDB, and a good work day tomorrow. Be grateful. Be at White Dove Shrine at 9 AM on January 1st, CDB. How on earth does he manage to type so well when he can't pry his eyes away from his own nose? No problem, CDB30, you're a cool guy. I wonder what he's planning. Lebel things, probably. I don't think much of being treated like an underling by my own classmate, but I don't have any other plans. There we go. I don't know why my brain was like shutting off in that sense. This is his first New Year's in Japan, so maybe he's nervous. I guess I can lend him a hand. Finally here, are you? It is a terrible thing for a commoner like you to keep me waiting, you know. Oh, sorry, Sakia. So, you got here already? Unlike you yokels, I have a busy schedule. A true aristocrat must always plan his schedule out down to the very last second. Okay, I'll be more careful next time. Hey, it's barely over 20 seconds past 9 o'clock. Did I not say that I plan my schedule down to the very last second? Gosh, if you keep nitpicking like that, people will end up calling you a bakery old spinster. How dare you question my masculinity? That's not the part you should be objecting to. Let it be. I shall forgive you this time. Be grateful. Yeah. Come on, let's go in. This is the White Dove Shrine. Maybe you think of it as being kind of like a church? I know that much already. I did not come completely unprepared after all. I also know that Japanese shrines are inhabited with witch doctors called onmyoji. That every night they crawl out of the wells and appear on television screens in various places. Any who see their image on the screen will meet a terrible and bizarre death before long. A terrifying tale indeed. And yet all these people gather at the shrine once a year. Japan is a mysterious country indeed. And you heard that story from my mother. Yeah, I thought so. Mother. Yeah, Sakia's mother is probably one of the best characters as well. Even though we don't ever get to see her in person or anything, we just hear the stories that Sakia's mother tells Sakia. It's ridiculous. What kind of person is she? Did she tell him these things in honest misunderstanding, or was she just setting him up to embarrass himself later in life? Unfortunately, I don't think there are any Onmyoji around anymore. They show up in old stories, but I've never seen one. I have heard that they are special beings who live in the world behind our own. It does not surprise me that a mere high school student like yourself have never seen one. I was wondering about that. Your mother taught you most of what you know about Japan, right? Have you ever tried asking your butler about things? Albert? He has never left France before now. By the way, Albert was one of the ones I was talking about with the really long bonus feature afterwards. We're gonna get something dealing with Albert, and it was longer than I expected. It was good. It was good little bonus content, but I just wasn't expecting it after freaking tying up all the loose ends by doing the shrine visits, doing all the little bonus features, and what else was I having to do? Maybe that was it? But I was just making sure to like do oh, yes, that's right. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I know there's something else. The other thing I was thinking of is this little radio segment. We'll get to that when that happens. That's fantastic as well, but that's gonna have some spoilers, not immediately, but down the line for this game, so I just kind of want to say that for later. Another yawn. Yawn. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I'll just do like half of these and then finish off. I go into bed after that. I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna do the Legumin Time special tonight. I'll probably just finish off by doing Sakuya and one other dude, and then I'll save everything else for its own bonus content episode. So yeah, let me just finish this up and then do Shu next? Okay. Albert. He has never left France before now. I do not think of him as a reliable source of information on foreign countries or foreign cultures. I don't know, he seems like a serious type. Maybe if he'd been well informed about Japan, Sakuya wouldn't have come out here with all these strange ideas. Anyway, I wish to throw some coin. Where's the target? Direct me. Throw some coin? You mean give an offering, right? You Japanese celebrate the New Year by throwing coins at evildoers, do you not? I wish to try. Where do you take part? Sakuya, no. Nobody throws money at people now. If you put it like that, it sounds like the offering box. If you put it like that, it's like the offering box is some sort of criminal. I have brought with me heavy coins of class and manufacture. I believe I will find them impressively lethal. Ho ho ho. Sakuya, I'm trying to tell you, we don't throw money at anybody. I bet he gets "please listen carefully" written on all of his report cards. Explaining ethics to him from the ground up is going to be hard, but he did ask me for this. I better do my best. There's Yuya. Oh, Nageki. Okay, I'll save Shu, Yuya, Kazuaki, and Hong-Hel for the end. I just gotta remember this T shape right here is what I've done. Nageki. By the way, Nageki is gonna be really, really important. Oh, he's always really important. Nageki is a very important bird. But to be honest, oh, I think I kind of remember the shrine visit a little bit, but nonetheless, I don't know. There's nothing that really draws me in about Nageki. That part half of the time, I don't know. I do like Nageki's character in the theme of these next two chapters coming up, and I'll explain the theme as we get onto that, because oh boy, is it a wonderful theme. That was kind of actually referenced in the first game, but let's do this. Let's get it done. Yep, I remember this. I remember this scene particularly right here anyway, at least. I'm going out with Nageki today. Now it definitely sounds like a day. I'm going out with Nageki today. He said he wanted to try going for a New Year visit, but we're planning to go to the White Dove Shrine, but... Okay, I was reading something wrong there, that's for sure. The first 3 days of the year are always crowded, and it's really cold in the morning, so we decided to be a little untraditional and go just afternoon. Also, this is out of the library. Like, that's physically, he's like physically incapable of doing so, but you don't question it. I don't know. It's just, these things are just there to kind of just filler, fun time, shenanigans. That's wonderful. Don't question these things. Of course, even if we waited for weeks or months before going, our first trip to the shrine in the new year would still be the New Year's visit. Nageki is delicate like the first flowers of spring, so I'll have to make sure he doesn't push himself. You are already here. Oh, Nageki? Wait, who the heck are you? Nageki? You sound like a Nageki. You're Nageki, right? Yes, sorry. Did I keep you waiting? I made sure to leave on time, but... Don't worry, you're not late. I just came early. I wasn't waiting too long anyway. More importantly, what's up? Are you gonna hold up a store or something? I mean, I'd be happy to if that's what you want to do. Taking a screenshot, 1 second. This thing is really weird, isn't it? No, I think it's nice. It's definitely nice. It's warm and it hides your identity. Everyone should have one. I'm behind whatever you're planning, Nageki. We'll do our best together, okay? Another screenshot. I'm not wearing it. Hitori made me put it on. And it's weird. There's another thing that's going to be going on. It's kind of semi-spoilers, but, you know, Hitori is mentioned, and we haven't been really calling, but then again, we don't really know a BBL, which makes it very weird that he's mentioning this Hitori character, because isn't the Hitori that everyone knows just Kazuaki? Why isn't Nageki saying Kazuaki if you... Who knows? We'll figure out shenanigans later on. Don't think too hard about this date in particular right now. He said I shouldn't go out without making sure I was perfectly protected from the cold. Does that really mean wearing a... Does that really mean wearing a baklava, though? That's wonderful, I love baklava. He made me bring a whole bunch of hand warmers, too. I don't think I will run out for a week. See, wow. See, even Hiyoko knows Hitori's last friggin' name. Mr. Izune does seem to worry about you a lot. It's all very suspicious, but don't worry about it. He's overprotective. I barely managed to convince him. He didn't have to... I barely managed to convince him he didn't have to come with me today. I wouldn't mind if he came along. Absolutely. I would definitely not mind if he came along. Please bring him along next time, Nageki, you idiot. I know that's kind of almost restricting to you, so I can understand why you didn't want to bring him along, but... Well, I want to have a nice shrine visit with Hitori. Hitori's wonderful. I would. I'm not a child anymore. Besides, this is my time with you, Miss Tasaka. That's important to me. I don't know if you feel that way, but I do. Wow, look, did you see that facial shift right there? Incredible. It's just perfect. If you did miss it, luckily this VOD's on YouTube, and if you're viewing it from YouTube, rewind, just make sure that you see that incredible, impeccable, emotional shift right there. Of course I do. I'm so happy to get to be with you, Nageki. Anyway, it's time for Saka-senpai's guided shrine tour. Let's Lego? I don't know what the heck she's going for there. Let's Lego! Maybe it was supposed to be Let's Go. Because for Mario or something. We avoided most of the crowded time of the We've avoided the most crowded time of the day, but there are still a lot of birds in here. I think when we came by during the summer vacation, there were maybe 3 other people? Is this your first time visiting a shrine for New Year's, Nageki? I'm not sure. I might just not remember. But anyway, if I have, it was before I was old enough to be aware. I see. You should make up for all the lost time and make lots of wishes now then. Is it alright to be that sloppy? It's all it's all about your frame of mind. You're not very religious in your day-to-day life, are you? I'm not. Then you can be as sloppy as you want. That seems a little haphazard. But I guess you're the one to know, Mr. Saka. Take this! Super coin toss! Shbang! And so now she's throwing coin. Just like Sakio was talking about, she's throwing coin. Now, she's not throwing them at any birdie, but nonetheless she's throwing it. She's giving that a nice toss. Are you supposed to throw your offering money so proudly like that? The gods will have an easier time hearing your message if you put a lot of spirit into it, right? I don't think I need them to hear it that well. Hey, he just threw it in like a normal person. He stared at me with cold, disdainful eyes and threw it like a normal person. What did you wish for, Nageki? That's a secret. Oh. I don't really have to tell you. It's between me and the gods, right? Aw, that's no fun. No one else needs to know about it. So it's a secret. Well, okay. I guess if you go around shouting your wish like to everyone, it sort of feels like a god is going to pop out of nowhere and revoke your right to a divine miracle. I am curious about what he prayed for, but it doesn't look like he'll tell me. Oh, here comes another yawn. Sorry. I think all of these Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star streams are just gonna end with me yawning and being like, okay, that's enough for the day. I'm heading to bed or something. Gosh dang, I'm sorry for the yawniness of these streams. There's a tea shop up ahead that sells some really good mochi, Nageki. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I know what she's referring to whenever she's talking about mochi. And I do want to try that one day. It looks really interesting, but alas, I might be pronouncing it wrong, and to all those who know if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. To all those who may be like, oh, actually you pronounced it right, I'm still sorry, because I'm always sorry. You're welcome. Let's go. Okay. I wished to stop being the person who's only ever protected. Thank you, Mr. Saka. I'll become stronger, and one day I'll be able to thank you with more than just words. So that's the T-shape. We'd start with Ryota, then did Okusan, Sakia, then Nageki. Then we'll do Shu, Yuya, Kazuaki, and Angel. So we're almost done with this, but that will not happen next stream because, as I was mentioning before, I want these. And as you saw, we unlocked this little heart. This was not here. Well, neither of these two things were here when we first started playing the game the very first time. As we go through the game, we'll start unlocking a lot more bonus stuff. And by the time we're done, there'll be like a decent amount of icons down here for us to explore. So I'm gonna save all that stuff for a special bonus episode Same with the radio, as you see that there's like these 6 parts with just the radio, so there will definitely be a lot to cover in that bonus episode, I'm pretty gosh dang sure. And I mean, it's gonna be already hefty enough of a stream next time I do end up streaming, whenever I have to do these next 2 chapters. Oh boy, I would love to get onto these chapters tomorrow and just dedicate like a day, like while it's still fresh in my mind, of straight up Heartful that I could tackle. But as I mentioned, I'm probably going to be spending a lot of that time, I mean, you know what, I normally start my streams really late. It's a possibility that I might get onto this later on, but I'll have to see how late my movie time with my parents and my sister will go. I'm excited for the movie. I'll probably talk about it whenever I do stream, if I do stream after that movie. But only the future can tell. But the current thing that the present can tell is that I am heading off for tonight. So hope every one of you enjoyed and have a party in your dreams if that's your thing right now, or just, you know, have a party in your awake, have a party in your dream, always have a party. Farewell, all.